Hey, I wasn't planning to start like this, but the very first time I fired up the Slate Mesh, I realized something important. This wasn't just another gaming PC, it felt like the moment my whole setup finally caught up with how I actually play. This is for the kind of person who notices when performance lags in the worst moments, who's felt textures pop in late and watched battles slip away because your old system just couldn't keep up. You know there's a difference between games that run and games that feel right, and that's why this matters to you. Before anything else, take a moment to check the current price and stock. Machines this capable don't stay predictable in availability or value. You knew it was time to upgrade when your previous rig managed most titles, but never with that confident, fluid performance you crave. Menus opened fine. But the experience didn't click. Load times dragged when you didn't want them to. You didn't hate it, you just quietly outgrew it, one dropped frame at a time. The relief hits instantly with this PC. It doesn't just launch games, it brings you into them. That Intel Core i7 paired with an RTX 5070 doesn't whisper, it delivers real, anchored performance. Once you feel this level of responsiveness, anything weaker feels like watching through a fogged lens instead of being in the world. Imagine this, you drop into a massive open-world adventure, and instead of textures settling in late, everything loads smoothly before you even blink. Intense firefights stay crisp and confident. Motion feels fluid, not hesitant. And streaming alongside your gameplay doesn't slow you, it just works. That's not specs on paper, that's a feeling you notice before you even analyze it. And if you're wondering whether the RTX 5070 really makes a difference, let that doubt go. It's not about flashy labels, it's about how every scene flows, how shadows settle with real depth, and how emotion stays anchored even when the action spikes. That's the performance you feel before thinking about it. One of the surprises? Everyday computing feels smoother too. Switching between apps doesn't flinch. Videos play back without hesitation. VR doesn't feel like a gimmick, it feels possible, immersive, real. That's the kind of unexpected benefit you don't realize is missing until you experience it. Owning something like this changes how you approach your setup. You don't tolerate hiccups anymore, you expect smooth. You don't adjust settings to avoid problems, you choose settings because you want to push boundaries. There's a quiet satisfaction that comes from knowing your rig doesn't just run games, it performs them with authority. Performance that feels instant and confident, visuals that stay smooth under load, multitasking that never hesitates, storage that starts everything quickly, a build that keeps you in the moment, not the most budget entry option, takes intentional space to set up. At some point, you stop comparing weaker rigs and choose what genuinely resonates with you. Don't let this be one of those upgrades you think about later and wish you hadn't delayed. Check the price now, trust the instinct that brought you here, and step into performance that finally feels like yours.